Midland, Texas. I recently signed up with the Midland Gem and Mineral Society here in Midland and took a class that they teach, a lapidary class that teaches you how to cut rocks and polish them. And they have the saws and the grinders and all the equipment at their shop. That's a non-profit here in Midland. Highly recommend it. You can look it up on the Facebook or on the internet. Anyways, one of the things we do is make cabochons. Cabochons, or cabs, are rocks that have been cut and polished and made to be set into a pendant setting or into a ring or whatever. And it's real interesting. It's real neat when you're done. And so I thought I'd give you the 5-minute version. I'm amateur. I don't, I've only cut a few, and then I have some rudimentary, equipment that I bought, and I'll show you that. But this is one rock I got off the internet. Like I said, it's really nothing special. It's actually a piece of jade from San Benito, California, and I bought several pounds of this, and it's really not impressive looking here. And then I'll take you through the process and show you what it looks like when I'm done. And so one of the first things I got to do is cut it down to a workable size. I'm going to draw a template on it, and I'm going to grind it down, then polish it. One thing I bought recently at a estate sale was a tile saw, a wet saw. Okay, so it has water. It's made to cut tile, and I bought a blade at Home Depot that's made to cut rock. Okay, and it's for masonry, and so I've already got a piece here of the same rock that I've done some cutting on, and wearing glasses. The one neat thing about this, there's no sharp edges on this, and it'd be kind of difficult to cut yourself. It's diamonds that abrade through that rock, and so it's not as dangerous as cutting wood for sure. And so I'm going to be stopping this video to show you the process, and I'm gonna fire this up real quick just so you can get an idea. Got my glasses on, water in here, turn that on, and I'll show you how it works here. Pause that, and I'll show you in a minute. All right, now I'm going to show you what I got here, and you can see it's already starting to be a lot prettier. And I've got a template, and this is called, I think it's a 40 by 30 millimeter. I'm going to lay that on there, and I'm going to draw that out, and then I'm going to cut around it, just rough cut it, then grind it, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, now I got, as you can see, I put a template on it. And I was showing you a minute ago, I've got a Sharpie and a template holder, or template maker. And I drew that on there, and I drew it kind of close to the edge so it's less grinded, because I'm going to grind all that off. And so these cut lines are lines I'm going to put back on the saw. I'm going to cut around that, and that's going to, because the rest I'm going to grind down, and it's going to take a little bit. It takes time, and that's one reason I'm pausing it. But I just want to show you that's how I do it. So here we go. All right, I've got that. Now you can see that I've got it cut here, and what I'm ready to do now is put the daubing stick on it. It's called a daubing stick. It's called daubing wax, and actually I got a melt pot right here with this special wax in it and some other different sizes daubing sticks. And so we're gonna heat the stone up on the little heater over there. I'm going to heat the wax up on here, and I'm going to attach it there. And then when I'm done, then it'll be like this. And these are some other ones that I've already done. This is another piece of jade. This is a lavender or a purple jade. They're both jade, actually. And this one, as I said earlier, this is Jade from California, San Benito Jade. So what I'm going to do is put that on there, and then it takes just a second to let it dry off. And so I've got to heat up that. I'll be back and I'll show you. All right, I move this a little closer so you can see. I put a drop of water on the rock, and then when it evaporated, I knew that rock is hot enough. And I've got the daubing wax on the end of the daubing stick, such as this. I'm going to put it on here. I want it right in the middle, square. And I'm going to let it sit right there and turn the power off that. And then after it cools off, then I can use it to hold the handle and put it on the grinder, and I'll show you that in a minute. Okay, I bought a real small little cabin machine here, and it's the less expensive one. This is 8-inch high tech, and it's actually a slant cabber they call, and it has removable a disc here, and then they're different grit. You know, this one's more aggressive, takes more material off, and then each of them has a 325 grit, 600 grit, 1200 grit, and this is the polishing disc right here with some diamond paste on it, and to finish it up, the finishing disc. And so you have to take them off, and then you pour water in manually, and then it has a little valve here where I set the drip on, and then I turn it on, and it spins. You can see that. And then I can shape that, and what I'm going to do is try to follow my template. And that's going to take a while. And then the important thing is I don't mess it up and take too much off, get it out around, and as I said earlier, I'm an amateur. So I'll be back and I'll show you more while I do this. All right, I'm back. I got this done. I kind of call it the hard part, and it's basically getting it round where it matches up. And if you get it out around, it doesn't look right. I want to show you how pretty it's already getting. That's a green. I don't know if you can really see that. You know, that was that white rock I showed you that I cut up. You can see on the back where it's marked, and now it'll fit through the template. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grind off a 45 all the way around so it's angled, and then a 22 on top of that a little bit, and then I'll end up doming the whole thing. It'll be a dome. So all cabochons are domes. Leave just a little bit of flat on the side, and that's for the pendant setting, and then I'll polish it up. So basically it's rinse and repeat. I just keep switching grits out, but first I have to grind this down, and once I get that, I get the basic shape. Then it's just sand, different levels of sanding to polish it, and then I'll show you that. All right, this buddy, I'm back. I've got this thing. It's taking shape. That's what it's supposed to look like. You can start to see the green on it. I know the light is not the best in here, and maybe that'll give it a little more light. Start see what it looks like. And so I switched the disc out, and I went to a 325. That was 180, 325 grit, and then a 600, then 1200, and then the finishing disc. And so it's basically, I've got the form going like I want it, all the way around domed, and now I'm going to try to get the flat spots out, and then sand it till it polishes, till it shines like a mirror. That's the plan. I'm not that good at it, but I'm getting better, and so I'll get back with you. Okay, it's getting real close. I already got the polishing disc on it. I've gone through the 3 or 4. You can start to see it starting to shine there, and take on. This is that pink stuff is diamond paste, 14,000 grit diamond paste, and so I'll turn that on, but polish it, and we'll see how shiny it'll come. Hopefully real shiny. We'll pause that. I'll be back. All right, this is Buddy. I'm back. I want to show you how if the light can catch this. I've got to take it off the daubing stick, and then I'm going to put it with the other of my other cabs and show you my Jade cabinet. We'll talk about Jade. Anyway, I'm going to put it in the freezer and then clean up my mess here, and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. We're going to get it out of the freezer. And the freezer, when you do, it pops right off the dumping stick. Okay. And so what I'm going to do, it's cold right now, kind of say, I'm going to take some alcohol, I'm going to clean the Sharpie markings off of it. I'm going to take it, put it in my cabinet with the rest of my Jade and other Cabochons. I'm going to show you that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, and this cabinet is where I keep most of my Jade, because that's one of my collections. That's my main collection is Jade, and that's where I keep these Cabochons. And I'm going to show you the ones I made, and I'll show you this one. It's probably be easier once I get it here in the light, and so I'll put it in there so you can see it, and I'll point it out for you. But remember, that was a rock here about an hour ago. It come from that rock, actually. And so what I'm going to do is move this down the camera. And now I have to go blind to do this, but I'll show you these Cabochons I made. And this is the very first one I made over here. Brazilian agate, more Jade. That's the same type of Jade right there. That's the San Benito, California Jade. That's this Jade right here. It's Jadeite. Right here, here's some more Jade. That's agate, blue Jade, pink Jade, black Jade. This one is the gold ore I was talking about. This is some more Jade. I believe this is from Russia, and I think this is New Zealand, more gold ore, and then another piece of Jade there. And then you can see my other here. I'll show you. I made this, which I think I've shown you before, and then I'll show you down here too, some of the other parts of it. So anyways, that's my new hobby. I've enjoyed it. Y'all can look that up, Midland Gem and Mineral, on Facebook. And like I said, it's a nonprofit here in town. And you know, I think it's worthy. They do the classes. It's good, clean fun. It's about it. Talk to you later. Bye.